everyone. I'm thrilled to welcome you back to another edition of ETHR World's L&D Superfood. We have uncovered some incredible insights in our past episodes, and today's power-packed meal promises to be just as enriching for your L&D soul. Just as a superfood delivers multiple health benefits in a single bite, our bite-sized 10-minute episodes are designed to do just the same, offering valuable knowledge to fuel growth and innovation in the rapidly evolving L&D space. As industries transform, the role of L&D has never been more crucial. And to talk about developments in the world of pharmaceuticals, we have with us today a very special guest. Please join me in welcoming Sachin Gaur, the Global Head of Capability, Change, Organization and Leadership Development at Dr. Reddy's Laboratories. Hello, Sachin. Welcome to our fourth episode of L&D Superfood.
Shireen, thank you for inviting me.
So to start things off, Sachin, I wanted to ask, how do you foster a mindset of curiosity and self-driven learning among employees, especially in such a highly regulated industry like pharmaceuticals?
It's a $1 million question. Okay, but here's how we're trying to do this, right? I think curiosity is a function of a couple of things. It's a function of individual intent. It's a function of the ability to apply. It's a function of autonomy to learn what you want to learn. And as an adult learner, as any adult learner would want, it is the opportunity to make creative moves in your career. So all of these things have to come together for a culture of curiosity to really take shape. As an organization, I think the first thing that we're trying to do is make sure that people have the opportunity to move between roles. And that movement happens very fluidly, it happens very transparently, roles are advertised. The second thing that we're trying to do is to make sure that skills are clearly identified for the roles that you would want to move to. So you have a vector in terms of development. The third piece is really creating a technology and a content ecosystem that allows people to go ahead and learn whatever they feel they should be learning, giving the power to them. And the fourth piece is really marketing and socializing the whole idea of learning and curiosity as a career move inside the organization. So those four things are really the things that we are doing to make sure that there's a culture of curiosity.
Okay, brilliant. Those are some really interesting insights. My next question is a bit forward-looking, and I was wondering, what role do you see emerging technologies playing in transforming the landscape of L&D in the pharmaceutical sector?
Actually, a lot. It's a very strong space in terms of learning technologies and the potential that they offer for the future of skills. And if you think of it, pharmaceuticals is a very interesting space because you've got your white collar workers and your blue collar workers together. That's one level of complexity. You also have, it's a highly regulated industry wherein activities and actions are very closely monitored by the regulator. If I had to call out maybe one transformative technology in this space, I think that potentially would be the AR, VR, XR space. And the reason I'm calling this out is because so much of how we go ahead and operate is a function of standard operating procedures. It's a function of processes that people need to kind of go ahead and undertake on very, very complex equipment. I mean, this is, we're talking about billions of dollars worth of equipment on a single line. Okay, so I would say that if you were to just go ahead and go beyond digital learning and start exploring this space perhaps not just for pharmaceuticals, but any space wherein operation of machinery and equipment is extremely, extremely important. There's a huge amount of capital expenditure that machinery represents. I think those spaces will go ahead and will really benefit from AR, VR, XR.
All right, that's, I think we're all looking forward to that. And now I want to know if you have experimented ever with unconventional or experiential learning methods. And if so, then what was your most unexpected outcome?
Well, a couple of them. We've been experimenting. I mean, if I was to just think about the last year or so, we've been experimenting with a whole lot of different ways of getting the message across. But more importantly, I think it's not just about getting the message across. It's about getting to that aha moment when people realize that this is exactly what they were thinking of. We're currently experimenting with card games. So serious games is a space that we're experimenting with. We are looking at Lego Serious Play as a way of helping people tangibilize the intangibles. So when we go ahead and when we do elements around culture, around values, around anxieties and aspirations, we tend to kind of design interventions which are focused on Lego Serious Play. Like I was saying, AR, VR, XR is a transformative technology, very expensive, very difficult to deploy. But if you get it right, and I'm not going to say that we've gotten it right, we're in that journey. But if you get it right, it is bound to yield disproportionate results. On the regular classroom side, it's not like the regular classroom piece is devoid of any innovation. And the whole idea of flipped classrooms, which is to kind of go ahead and say that, look, the content gets covered in your time or in the participants' time, while the application of it and the challenges around applications is what is discussed inside the classroom. I think that piece has really kind of given us very, very good results, and it ensures higher transfer of learning. When I say good results, that's what I meant. That's what I mean. People are able to go ahead and take that learning back to the workplace. They're clearer about how to apply it. They're able to contextualize what they have learned in the context of their work.
That's great. Now, Sachin, we'll enter our rapid fire round, but you
Oh,
can
okay.
take as long as you need. It's only rapid fire by its name, so you can take as long as you need. I'll be firing just some quick questions at you, starting with, if you could design an ideal learning program with unlimited resources, what would it focus on and why?
I don't think this is rapid fire in any shape and form. This is like, giving me, a playing field that is wide and asking me to kind of play.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Just go ahead.
let me think.
Fire away.
I'll play this game. Okay. If I could design a learning program, no constraint or resources, right? Um, I think I would focus on working in a team. I think that's my option one. The option two is becoming an augmented worker. Those are my two options. Working in a team, because I think that piece is not going to go away. Topics may come in, and we see this in our R&D space. Inside a lab, irrespective of how many PhDs you have, you still will work with people. Okay. We see this with our top teams, our C-suite. Irrespective of how senior you are, you still have to work together. And the whole idea is that as a team, you have the opportunity of being greater than the sum of parts. So that is my first option. My second option was to actually go ahead and think about oneself as an augmented human being, which is that you are not yourself alone, you and the machine work together. And this may not seem as endemic today. I mean, it is in some ways, we are augmented by virtue of our laptops. But more and more, we are getting augmented at a cognitive level, wherein some part of thinking also is getting offloaded to the machine. And whether you think about large language models or any other form of AI, yes, that's one way of thinking about it. But the future is about getting both the human and the machine to work in tandem. So those are the two spaces that I would want to kind of cover. Sorry, long answer to a short question. It was supposed to be rapid fire.
That's absolutely fine and great. Now, I just want to know, what is that one book, tool, or resource that has deeply influenced your approach to learning and development, and how has it done that?
Oh, I know the answer to this one. Very, very unequivocally, Human Competence by Thomas Gilbert. I can't think of a better book to start your career with. It just demystifies what human performance is and what it is not. And I think it also solves this very interesting conundrum that we have when we talk about performance. We don't really think of it from the context of worthy performance. And in not thinking about it, we tend to kind of go ahead and focus on all the unworthy sides of performance as much as we focus on worthy, which means that we are dissipating effort and energy. So if you were to put in 100% of what we intend to do in terms of making a change, only 50, 40, whatever small percent of it really hits the mark. And that's also that's a big reason why you see a gap between what you input versus what happens in the workplace. So I would strongly suggest this. This is unequivocally my choice.
That's a great recommendation, I'd say. And now, for my last question, just to wrap our interview up, if you had to describe the essence of being an L&D leader in one sentence, what would it be?
In one sentence, okay. Mm, I would say three things. A humble expert who is bought into other people's success and has the ability to learn through the course of their careers.
Thank you so much, Sachin, for joining us for this episode of ETHR World Superfood. It's been lovely chatting with you. I hope you had a great experience as well.
I had a fantastic experience. I wasn't expecting some of these questions. So thank you for this conversation.
Okay. Lovely, lovely. And now to our viewers, please stay tuned to EDHR World Superfood for more exciting episodes as we dive deeper into the world of L&D and bring you more insights from top professionals in the industry. Catch our other episodes from the series on our YouTube channel and in our L&D Superfood playlist. And until next time, keep learning and keep growing. Thank you.